welcome back to today's episode. We are going to be doing the Sequoia by popular demand through a lot of the comments in the short that I made. I'm going to keep this tailgate or this liftgate the same. We're just going to swap out some of the internal parts in this one to make it work. I also got a nice little handle for it. So that was the main reason, but I ended up making this worse because I broke it more on the inside in there. So whoops, that's why I need parts out of this one. I was going to just swap it over, but again, posted it on my shorts and everybody was like, yo, make it the same color. Just keep it the same. The only thing I might change is this. Obviously, I broke this when I broke my handle. So I might replace it with the trim on that one. So that would be the only thing that's a different color, but adds a little character. Anyways, first things first. This is already pretty much pulled off. I'm going to pull the wiring out and everything like that. And I'm going to get into it and figure out what I need to do exactly to take this off before I move over to the Sequoia, because I have to figure out how to open that. I might have to cut the striker and the lock mechanism on that, the latch mechanism, I guess. But by pulling this one apart, I'll be able to see what I need to pull apart on this one. I do see what I need to do. I am going to have to pull the window regulator out in order to get to it, because here is the cable for it. I need to get the cable out, which goes all the way down there, and then I need the locking mechanism for it as well, because my cable, well, realistically, I just need the cable, but maybe. But I do know for a fact that my cable is broke because I kind of modified mine to make it work for a little while, and then the cable ended up breaking because I think I was rolling the window up and down and it got pinched. So because that's why it stopped opening from the inside. So that's a problem. So here's what I got to do. I need to disconnect it from here, which doesn't matter because they cut the wiring. Disconnect it from here. That way I can pull this off, but then I got to disconnect, pull this out, find all this wiring, find out where it all goes, and disconnect it. I'm assuming part of it is here to the window regulator motor. The other stuff is here to this the defrost for the rear windows. I don't know what that's for, but it's obviously plugged into something, so I'll have to disconnect that. This might be a little bit. All right, so I got the window out, got the regulator out. I realized that the regulator in this one, because I looked at mine just a minute ago, these are actually mounting points for the regulator. And these 4 holes. So it's like, oh, so it's actually sitting on it. So I looked inside mine, I'm like, I don't think I need to take the regulator out. I don't think I'll have to for this. However, and I also realized I don't need to take the wiring out. I'm so stupid. It's just these 2 that are unplugged in mine. So I just need the module, I guess. So win-win. And this backing plate, that's all. So now I need to figure out just how to get the let me get this cable out. I took a couple pictures. I did use my laptop too that I have all data on, and looked up how to do it. It was those 6 bolts. Remember how I was like, yeah, there's the ones on the very ends. I thought I didn't know what they're for. They are for the window. So once I took those off, I was able to go up and down, but I was struggling with it. So once I got those off, the glass came right out. All right, so moving into the Sequoia here. All right. So this is what I mean. I got the harness and everything. I just need my new, or not new used, I guess, plate. Regulator's already hooked up. As you can see, I can kind of see. So you can see where I fucked up, and it doesn't unlock it anymore. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to. Maybe I think I think it might be locked. What I might need to do is hook up that module. Try to unlock it. I remember the last time I got this to work was I hooked up my Autel and manually, or I commanded it to unlock, and it gave me the status that it was unlocked, and then I pulled on the cable and it opened. So if that works, I mean, this will be an easier job than I thought, but I thought I was going to have to do pretty much an overhaul because I thought this was in the way, because I was only looking at the other one, you know? So like, And you see this cable's all jacked up, maybe, but it's all jacked up now because over the last 2 years, this is how I've been opening and closing it. There's no way it's just these two bolts holding it. I don't know. I'm not entirely too sure. Man. Ha! There's 3. I mean, that would make sense. You know, 3 points of contact and all that. And the other thing I need is I want to use electrical tools. So I actually have it hooked up, and I have it unlocked right now. This is for the rear door. Now, I tried to pull the lever inside. I pulled the cable out and I found the lever, and I was just pulling the lever. Also, the kids are grounded, by the way. From eating and drinking in the car. Our 10-year-old decided to leave fucking chocolate milk just under the seat, and it was full still. So it smells absolutely horrid in here. So I was pulling the lever. Nothing was happening. I tried prying on it, moving it back and forth. Nada. So I was like, all right, well, I know the back door is unlocked now because I commanded it to, and it's communicating with the module. I'm going to try a couple things. One, I'm going to try to pry it open. Try to get in between it and open the freaking hook, I guess. And if that doesn't work, might try to figure out a way to cut it. And if that doesn't work, I got a plasma cutter. So one way or another, this thing is getting open today. Hallelujah. Oh my goodness, I got it open. So I did what I said I was gonna do is what happened. So this plastic piece, I broke it off a little bit more. I just took a hammer and my pry bar and flathead and just kind of hammered away at it until I was able to bend the lever for it. I'm going to show you on the outside here, the lever for it. And it still wasn't working. So when I had my Altel hooked up and everything, I locked it and unlocked it again. And I was hearing it click. So I was like, okay, so that's working. And I just tried it again and it opened. So I was like, oh, thank God. So now I can get this out, get the new one in, hook it up here, take off. Oh, I got to take off this. And this is going to actually, it won't be too bad. I can reach the nuts with my fingers. So I'll just get in with my small ratchet or my 10 mil ratcheting wrench and just take that off real quick. Pop in the new one over there. I'm going to get all this installed real quick. And then I'll be back to make sure that it's functioning correctly. Actually, I want to make it very apparent how stupid I actually am. You can see my ratchets in here, right? Remember how I said earlier they have access holes for the nuts for that handle? Well, I'm in here like with my hand all like, oh man, this sucks. And I just remembered there's these holes right here. I just get a extension and send it through, and that way I can get it without having to take the regulator off. So learn from my mistakes, do what I say, don't do what I do, I guess. All right, well, as you can see here, this was broken. Now, I didn't think this mattered. I noticed this earlier on it. And I was like, well, that sucks, but I think it clipped on here anyways. It actually does not. It might be a little hard of hearing me, but I had to set my thing down in both hands. But yeah, if I were to hook this up, it does not sit in flush. And that's how I want to put it on. So I'm going to sit here. Yeah, because it's going to be hard to do. This is a very sentimental thing that I just got from my dad. This is from my great-grandfather. This was a Dremel bought in 1963, I think. And I actually get to use it. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to slightly Just slowly but surely chip away at it here. I like that. One way or another, I have to get it to put in. I might have to buy a new cable, I guess. It's the one for this. Yep. Man, this sucks. All right. Well, as you can see, it is now dark outside. That's how long I've been struggling with this. Yeah, it should have been simple, right? But there is good news. There is good news. Okay. So the good news is that I can, just by pulling on this, I can open it from the inside. Great news, because that's what we wanted, is for it to open. However, in a perfect world, we would want it to open from the outside. Now, it's hooked up. Here's the problem, though. I think that little tiny plastic piece that broke is a lot more important than I was thinking. So, we got it. We can shut it. I actually kind of like the little red trim. I like that, but I do like that the rest of the car is the same color. But now it's going to be easy to see tell which Sequoia is mine, because there's a fucking there's 1,000 of these out here in Texas. It doesn't open from the oh, god damn it, I'm getting old. Boop. Stupid. I mean, it works for now. It is fixed technically. It's not fixed how it should be. Now, could I? I don't know if I can. I could probably just buy that cable. I'll probably order that cable on Amazon, swap it out with this cable. I'll have to take all this apart again, but I'll just leave all this disconnected and all that. No big deal right now. I'll order a cable and have that fixed. Yeah, I'll have that fixed. Oh, I can open it from the outside. Yeah, so that little plastic piece, it sits on that, in between that little ball. And I thought, if I just grind down the bottom of it, put it there, it would be fine. Well, no, I think they engineered it in a way it's like a direct fit, so when I pull it, it's not enough to release it, because I go on the inside, it literally just goes up a little bit more than it releases. So I'm like, yeah, it's just enough to where that slit in that plastic makes a difference. So cool. Fix is a fix. Technically, we're all done here. That sucks. I'm actually not happy about it, because I was hoping to have it fixed properly, but now I have to. It's just a cable, so it's probably not going to be much. I might even be able to pick it up at the parts store. Who knows? Like I said, I'm going to Google it and see what I can find. Thanks again for watching. Remember to like, share with your friends, comment on this video, support the channel as much as you possibly can, because I really appreciate that. And I really love you guys and everything you do. All the videos that I make. So even my lives. All right, time to get started on this hunk of junk. Have a good rest of the week, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye-bye.